ठीक है. So good afternoon students. I am Professor P.B. Ingre, working as an assistant professor in P.R. Pote College of Engineering and Management, Amravati, in a mechanical departments. Okay. So students, today we have to discuss the non-flow processes. Okay. So write down the heading non-flow process. Right. This is our today's titles, non-flow process. So in non-flow process means, what is the meaning? The non-flow process means nothing but a closed system. Okay, it is a complete closed system. Okay, non-flow process. In closed system only what is? Only heat is transfer, heat or work is transfer, but mass does not transfer. Okay, means what is here? In closed system only the heat or work is exchanged in between from this system to surroundings, but there is no exchange of a mass. Okay, that is called as the closed system. Okay, and this non-flow process occurs in a closed system of engineering thermodynamics. Okay, so there are various type of the non-flow process. So what are the process? The first one is isobaric process, then isochoric process, then isothermal process, adiabatic process, and isentropic process. So isobaric means what is? Constant pressure process. Isochoric means what is? Constant volume process, and another is what is? Isothermal means constant temperature process. Okay, boys and girls. So in our today's lecture, what is we learn? We learn this process, isothermal process. Isothermal means what is? A constant temperature process. So let's see here how this process will be work out. So write down the heading. Heading is isothermal process. Okay. What is the another name? Another name is constant temperature process. This is the another name. So boys and girls, here see, constant temperature means, what is the meaning of the constant temperature? Constant temperature means there is a same temperature of system and surrounding. Okay, suppose this is a system. Okay, suppose this is a surroundings. So every time this system and surrounding, it should be the same temperatures, then we call as it is a constant temperature process or isothermal process. But practically or actually such type of the process does not exist in nature. Only for our learning point of view, we have to consider or imagine the process. It should be isothermal or constant temperature process. It is in ideal conditions. That's why we call as another name is what is? Ideal processes. Okay, so this is only the ideal condition, not a practical. Practically not possible to maintain a constant temperature in between system and surroundings. Okay boys, okay, see here. So for discussing this constant temperature process or isothermal process, so what is we consider? We consider the one simple example, piston and cylinder. So this is the piston, this is a piston and cylinder example. Right? So this is what is we consider a piston and cylinder diagram. Here is what is, boys and girls, this is a piston, okay, this is a cylinder, right? And in between this piston and cylinder, what is there? There is this gas molecules. These are the gas molecules, right? Figure number 1. So we have to consider this piston and cylinder arrangement. This is our piston and this is our cylinder. In between there is a gas molecule is present. So when you learn this constant temperature process, what is we consider? We consider or we imagine the system and surrounding. This is a system and this is a surrounding. So this system and surrounding, it should maintain a same temperatures. Okay. So for understanding this process, we have to consider some assumptions. So what is we assume? Our first assumption is what is? The temperature it should be constant. This is our first assumptions. The temperature it should be constant between system and surrounding. Okay. And another a very most important points and most IMP points, if you consider this process for understanding the better way this process, what is the point? The process is a very slow process. Means what is I can say that the isothermal process is very slow. So what is the name for this? It is a quasi-static process. Okay, the process it should be quasi-statics. So it should be quasi-statics. Quasi-static. The process it should be quasi-static. Then another point, what is we imagine here? Surrounding and system. If you want to maintain a constant temperature, what is the wall of the cylinder? Okay, this wall, the wall of the cylinder is in conducting natures. Okay, so this is our third assumptions. What is the third assumptions? The wall of cylinder is conducting. कंडक्टिंग का मतलब ऐसा है स्टूडेंट कि सिलेंडर ने की जो वॉल है, दिस इज द वॉल ऑफ द सिलेंडर, इसने हमेशा अच्छी तरह से हीट को क्या करना चाहिए? ट्रांसफ़र करना चाहिए या फिर एब्जॉर्ब करना चाहिए. ओके, So this is the meaning of this point. The wall of the cylinder, it should be conducting. Okay. So these are the 3 points we consider here. The temperature, it should be constant. It should be a quasi-static. Quasi-static means what is? It is very slow process. Very slow. Quasi-static is nothing but the ideal conditions. Okay. Quasi-static is not possible in the nature. Just we consider it is a very slow, means infinitely slow process. Then another is the wall of the cylinder is conducting. There also what is we consider here, whenever the piston is reciprocated inside the cylinder, what happen? There is a friction in between the piston and this wall of the cylinder. But here what is we consider? We consider the friction is 0. Friction is not 0. Why? Because we already, I am saying that this process is a ideal process. Okay. So that's why we imagine the friction in between a cylinder and this piston, it should be 0. F is equal to 0. Okay. So here boys, what happen? In between this piston and this cylinder wall, there is a lubrication is present, lubricant oils. Whenever the piston is reciprocated inside the cylinder, this oil molecules form the one film layers. Okay, there is a formation of the film layer in between theirs. So that's why there is no directly contact in between the piston and this wall. Okay, because in between there is a presence of the gas molecules. Okay, suppose these are the gas molecules, oil molecules. This is the piston and suppose this is the walls. So there is a one imaginary oil film is formed. Oil film is formed. So that's why it reduce the friction, or there is a no friction is present. Okay, and because of that also no gas molecules also rejected or leak from this system. Why not? Leakage, because there is a this imaginary film or film of the oil is exist. That's why there is a no leakage of the gas molecules from a system to surroundings. Okay, so this is our one more simple concept. So here boys, then temperature is maintained constant. So how to maintain constant? Because of these conditions. Which condition? It should be a quasi-static. Okay, suppose this is the initial condition of a piston and cylinder. Okay, this is the initial. So at these initial conditions, there is a pressure P, volume V will be there, and temperature is T1 at these initial conditions. If you represent this process on PV diagram, this is the PV diagram, pressure versus volume. And suppose I consider this is the initial process, suppose that positions, pressure P1 will be there, right, at the point 1. So whenever the expansion of a gas molecules, because we know that, so throughout the day the temperature of the surrounding will be changed. So along with that temperature of the surrounding, this gas molecules also change its temperatures. At morning time the gas molecules having less temperature, at noon time this gas molecules having a high temperature. So because of the surrounding, this gas molecules change the temperatures, right? Process is what is, it should be very slow process, means quasi-static process. Means how to maintain constant temperature here? See, suppose these gas molecules having a high temperatures. Okay, suppose high temperatures. Suppose we consider this, suppose 40 degrees Celsius temperature, these gas molecules, and surrounding having how much temperature, suppose 35 degrees Celsius. Okay, then this 40 degrees Celsius temperature and this is the 35. So at this position, what is, we have to not compress the gas. Okay, we are not make any compression. We stop there. We stop the process here and slowly we have to compress the piston. Okay, and we stop, and after stopping we wait. This temperature and this temperature, it should be constant. Suppose this 40 heat is transferred where, higher temperature to lower temperature. So suppose this becomes 38, or we can call as a suppose 35 or 35 after some times. Okay, so here what happened, the heat is transferred from this gas molecules to the what is surroundings. And how it is transferred? Because of this conducting nature of the walls. The wall of the cylinder is conducting. ये वॉल कंडक्टिंग होने के वजह से स्टूडेंट्स, ये गैस मॉलिक्यूल की जो हीट है वो कहाँ एक्सचेंज हो जाएंगी, सराउंडिंग के साथ में. कब? जब इसका टेम्परेचर ज़्यादा है. सपोज सराउंडिंग का टेम्परेचर अगर ज़्यादा है और ये गैस मॉलिक्यूल का टेम्परेचर अगर कम है, तो फिर ये गैस मॉलिक्यूल क्या करेगा, ये गैस मॉलिक्यूल्स ये सराउंडिंग की हीट को क्या करेगा, एब्जॉर्ब और खुद का टेम्परेचर राइज कर लेगा. देन आफ्टर दैट दिस सिस्टम एंड सराउंडिंग मेक द कांस्टेंट टेम्परेचर, एंड वंस अगेन द टेम्परेचर ऑफ अ system and temperature of the surrounding becomes constants. Here after some times T1 is equal to T2. और ये कब होगा, जब अपने पास में कौन सी प्रोसेस रहेंगी, क्वासीस्टैटिक. ये पिस्टन को मैं कैसा मूव करूँगा, एकदम स्लो, वेरी स्लो, तभी जाके वी हैव टू अचीव दिस constant temperature conditions. Okay, these are the complete hypothetical conditions, not a practically possible. Okay, so in this way we have to maintain a constant temperature of this system and surroundings. So here boys, this is the initial condition of a gas molecules P1 and V1 and T1. Then after some time, the expansion of a gas. Expansion of a gas means what is, the piston move from this position to some another new positions. Suppose here the piston will be reach here. This is the new positions. Okay, and where is the gas molecules is present now? Here. So if you observe here, what happened, there is a initial volume, this one, then volume will be changed and its condition will be here. Okay, this one. So there is a change of the volume. जैसा piston यहाँ पे आ गया, we have to stop. We have to stop the movement, means motion of the piston, and wait to exchange the heat from system to surrounding and maintain the temperature of a system and surrounding, it should be constants. How? By the quasi-static conditions. Okay, तो यहाँ पे मुझे न्यू पोजीशन पे वॉल्यूम मिल गया V2, टेम्परेचर मिल गया T2 और प्रेशर मिल गया P2 आफ्टर द एक्सपांशन. एक्सपांशन मीनिंग means what is, the pressure is drop this way. This is the two conditions. The expansion, the arrow is in this way. Expansion is what is, the work done by the system on surrounding, that is the meaning of expansions. And what is the meaning of compression? Compression means the work done by the surrounding on a system, that is the meaning of compressions. Okay, so here is what is we call the work done by the system on surrounding, means what is we call here, the work means these gas molecules exert the force on the piston and the piston is moved from this position to this positions. Yes or no? Yes. This is called as the expansion process. So in expansion, what happen here? The pressure will be reduces. Okay. Change from P1 to P2. Okay. So this is the new position. This is P2. This is the initial volume V1 and this is the V2. Now this same process we have to draw on where? On a TS diagram, temperature versus entropy. So how to draw here? The temperature should be constant here. So constant means what is? In this way. This is the initial condition 1. This is the final condition 2. And pressure is changed, volume is changed, but temperature T1 is equal to T2 will be here. This way. This is the entropy S1 and entropy is S2. Right? TS diagram, temperature versus entropy. So how much work is done here, how much heat is transferred here, how much enthalpy is here and how much entropy will be here. So we have to prove some derivation here, boys and girls. So see these derivations. So constant temperature is said by which scientist? The constant temperature is said by the Boyle's law. We know the definition of the Boyle's law. What is? The pressure is inversely proportional to the volume. प्रेशर अगर ज़्यादा होगा तो वॉल्यूम क्या होगा बच्चों? कम होगा. प्रेशर अगर कम होगा तो वॉल्यूम क्या होगा बच्चों? ज़्यादा होगा. मीन्स इन दिस वे व्हाट इज द रिलेशनशिप हियर? प्रेशर इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द वॉल्यूम, बट विच कंडीशन इट शुड बी मेंटेन? कांस्टेंट टेम्परेचर्स. सो बाय द बॉयल्स लॉ, व्हाट इज हियर? बाय बॉयल्स लॉ, by Boyle's law, what is? PV is equal to C. This is the statement of the Boyle's law. C, constant, what is here? Temperature is constant. Okay. So we know that we already learned this topic. So the ideal gas equation or equation of a state, what is this equation? The equation of a state is what is? PV is equal to mRT. अब मास गैस का चेंज होगा क्या बच्चों? नहीं. ये जो यूनिवर्सल गैस कांस्टेंट है या फिर गैस कांस्टेंट है, ये चेंज होगा क्या? नहीं चेंज होगा. तो फिर क्या चेंज हो सकता है? देखिए अभी यहाँ पे सपोज दिस इज फॉर इनिशियल कंडीशन. तो व्हाट इज? आई राइट डाउन P1 V1, देन हियर इज व्हाट इज? T1. सपोज इक्वेशन नंबर 1. For final condition, what is I am write down? P2 V2 mR T2, इक्वेशन नंबर 2. अब यहाँ पे देखिए मैं एडजस्टमेंट करता हूँ ये इक्वेशन में. P1 V1 अपॉन T1 इज इक्वल टू व्हाट इज? mR. अनदर इज व्हाट इज? P2 V2 mR T2 इज इक्वल टू mR. अब ये दोनों इक्वेशन में RHS क्या है? सेम. तो LHS भी क्या हो जाएंगी बच्चों? सेम हो जाएंगी. सो व्हाट इज आई एम राइट डाउन हियर? सी P1 V1 अपॉन T1 इज इक्वल टू व्हाट इज? P2 V2 अपॉन T2. बट फॉर अ आइसोथर्मल कंडीशन दिस T1 इज इक्वल टू T2. We know T1 is equal to T2. So this T2 and this T1 is cancelled. What is remaining? P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. And that's why we consider this is a constant conditions. So this is the Boyle's law. PV is equal to C. So from here, what is we write down here? C is equal to what is? V by, if you write down here, P is equal to what is? C by VE also. Right? So these are the concept in where in a isothermal process. Now we want to prove the derivation of work done. how much work done or how much heat is transferred in isothermal process during a expansion process. So let's see here. So I erase all these things, whatever I am write down here. So students, now we have to calculate how much work done transfer during this isothermal process. So let's see here, this work done transfer during the isothermal process. And what type of the process here? Expansion. Because we know that in expansion the arrow is in this direction, the volume will be changed from V1 to V2, and in compression the volume will be reduced from V2 to V1 and arrow in upward directions. So how much work done is here occur? So see here. So what is the formula for work done? The work done is what is? It is dW is equal to what is? P dV. This is nothing but the work done formula. What is? dW is equal to P dV. So how much volume change here? The volume change from V1 to V2. Temperature is constant here. So if you calculate it for a complete system from initial condition to the final condition, so what is we apply? We apply the mathematics rule. And what is this rule? This rule is integrations. So for a complete system we consider here integrations. And what are the limits? The limits from 1 to 2. Integration 1 to 2. So solve this equation. So what is we get here? The work done is work done 1 to 2 here. Integration 1 to 2 P dV. Suppose equation number 1 will be here. So in isothermal we know in isothermal what is? By the Boyle's law, PV is equal to C, right? Pressure, volume is equal to the constant. What is constant? Temperature, it should be constant. So what is I am write down here now? P is equal to C by V, right? Suppose this is equation number 2. So put equation 2 in equation number 1. So what is we get? We get work done is equal to limits 1 and 2. This P is replaced by what is? C by V. C by V into dV, right? So what is the constant term here? This C is constant. So that's why it come out from this integration. So what is we get? We get work done is equal to C integration 1 and 2 dV upon V, right? And this is the simple form of the mathematics. And what is the answer of this? The answer is C log in, what is? Log in V. And what are the limits? The limit is 1 and 2. So what is finally I am write down here? C log in V2 upon V1. This is the mathematics. V2 minus V1. And in log rule, minus becomes what is? Dividation. So C is equal to in V2 upon V1. So this C is replaced by what is? C is replaced by PV here. So what is? Work done is equal to C is PV log in V2 upon V1. So finally work done is equal to this PV. What is the formula for PV? PV means nothing but ideal gas equation. What is we get? MRT log in V2 upon V1s, right? So for initial condition we write down here MR T1. Okay, or we can also write down work done is equal to MR T2 log in V2 upon V1 also. Why? Because this T1 nothing but is equal to the T2. This temperature is same here. This MR is also constant. So this much work done is produced by this isothermal process. What is the formula? MR T1 or MR T2 log in V2 upon V1, V2 upon V1. This V2 upon V1 is also we can interchange. How interchange? See here. We know that what is P1 V1 is equal to what is P2 V2. So what is change there? V2 upon V1. So what is P1 upon P2. So this V2 upon V1 is also replaced by this P1 upon P2. So what is, once again we get another equation. Work done MR T1 log in V2 upon V1 replaced by P1 upon P2. P1 upon P2 also. Okay. So do you got the students? Okay. So you should know this formula whenever we solve the numericals on isothermal process. So we should know this whole equations. Okay. So you write down all these derivations. So after this derivation, we have to calculate the how much heat is transferred in isothermal process. So how calculated this heat transfer equation? So let's see here. I erase all these things once again. So how much heat is transferred? This will be calculated by what is the first law of the thermodynamics. And what is the first law? The first law is what is? By the first law of thermodynamics. What is? dq is equal to what is? dw plus du. This is the first law of the thermodynamics. We write down in this way. Q is equal to work done plus du. Right? So we already calculate the work done. What is the formula? MR T1 log in P1 upon P2, or we have the another equation MR T2 log in V2 upon V1. Whatever the equation we want to put in this equation. But before that, what is we calculated? We calculated this internal energy. So first of all, we calculate this term. So let's see here. What is the formula of the internal energy? du is equal to what is mCV T2 minus T1. This is the formula of internal energy. This internal energy is associated with these gas molecules. This internal energy is present during the expansion and compressions. During the compression, what happens? The internal energy will be increases. During the expansion, the internal energy will be decreases. But what happened here in isothermal? In isothermal, the internal energy, it should be 0. Why 0? Because the initial temperature and final temperature both are constant. So that's why we getting this du will be 0. Why? Because T2 is equal to T1. So du is equal to 0. Right? So how much work done in isothermal process? Very easy. Q is equal to Q12 is equal to what is? Work done 1-2. This du become 0. So how much work done we have? This formula. So just put up this here. Q12 MR T2 log in V2 upon V1. So this much heat transfer from system to surrounding or surrounding to system. Okay. So students, if you observe in that process, what is the you observed? We observe this work done and heat transfer is constant. So means whatever the value of the heat transfer, it is exactly the same value of this work done and heat transfer. So that's why this process is very top position in all non-flow process. Why? Because the all amount of the heat is converted into the work. So that's why it is considered only the imaginary process or ideal process, because such type of the process does not exist in the nature, which is convert the all amount of the heat into the work, not possible. Okay, so that's why this process is top position in all our non-flow processes or all ideal processes. Okay, so this is the end of the derivation. Which one? Heat transfer and work transfer. Then we calculate the internal energy. Then another we calculate the equation of the enthalpy also. So what is the enthalpy formula? Enthalpy means what is? dH is equal to mCp T2 minus T1. So how much enthalpy here? Enthalpy is also the 0. Why? Because these two temperature, it should be same here. So dH is also 0 here. This is the another properties we have to calculate its enthalpy. Then another internal energy. Then another thermodynamics properties we require this entropy. So now we calculate the simple derivation of entropy here. So see here entropy equations. So what is the formula for entropy? Entropy is what is? ds is equal to what is? dq upon T. Heat transfer per unit temperature, nothing but the entropy, dq upon T. So if you calculate it for whole system from initial to final, so what is we apply? We apply the sign of integrations, limit 1 to 2, limits 1 to 2. So this is what is entropy. S is equal to 1 to 2 dq upon T. So in our previous equation we calculate this value del q. What is this del q? This del q or dq is equal to what is? dq is equal to dw. So just put here del S is equal to 1 to 2. This dq is replaced by suppose del w upon T. Suppose it is equation number 1. Del W means what is? Del W means P into dV. So change it. S is equal to 1 to 2. Del W is replaced by what is? P dV upon T will be theirs. Now here we have to need to calculate this term P by T. How calculated? By the ideal gas equation, PV equal to mRT. So PV upon T is equal to how much? mR upon V. So put this P by T where in that equation. So what is we obtain? S is equal to 1 to 2. This is the mR upon V into dV. Right? So which is the constant term here, boys and girls? This mass and gas constant is constant. So that's why it is come out of the integration. So what is mR integration 1 and 2 dV upon V. Okay. So this is the once again simple mathematics. So what is we obtain finally? mR. What is log in V2 upon V1. So this is the entropy derivation in a isothermal process. How much entropy will be here? mR log in V2 upon V1. Okay. So this is the complete explanation about the isothermal process. So students, If you like my videos, so please share my videos with your friends, with your teachers, and subscribe my YouTube channel to press the bell icon buttons. So stay at home, stay safe. Thank you very much.